This is the warrior shaman. Ready to feel the madness?
Oh, yes.
Hang on to your tits. Welcome to my sick mind.
Yeah, baby. Let's play.
Warrior shaman, bard of wrath, anthems for walking the warpath. From Buff's Inferno to the killing floor, this ain't your mom's playlist, it's carnage and gore.
Not service related, it with the smirk and jeer. Dark twisted humor, not shedding tears. Whiskey shot remedies, naval fame, soundtracks of a beast. Got war in my veins.
Let's get one thing straight. If you're here for good feelings and chill vibes, you're in the wrong fucking place.
Alright, hey, that was a pretty decent intro, I think. Maybe we'll start with that from here on out. Anyways, as the title suggests, I'm gonna start lining up and making the Rockabilly album. I have, according to my YouTube, 12 songs that are ready to go for the Rockabilly, and I'm just going to polish them up, get them ready, and then hopefully before long be able to put them out in one large album. A lot of people have been asking for them on Spotify, but since these aren't canon, I'm taking my sweet time with them. So that is what's going on today. Yeah, all right, let's gather along. First up on the list, let's see, Code Talkers. All right, let's go to the Code Talkers. Let's see how that one sounds raw and see where we go from there. Let's see, go to my Rockabilly file. All right, let's see, is this the correct one? First, I need to hear how it sounds here. Alright, see here, we're starting to... Alright, so that is the one I'm looking for in my files. There it is. Alright, let's listen to it all the way through, see if anything needs to change.
From sacred sand, spirits tread. Warriors arose where the land bled. Words like arrows, straight and swift. A guarded code ancestors give. Coyotes of wisdom, low and slow. Turn your tongue to steel, let the power grow. Deeds of war, a nation heard. Code talkers, legends of a word. Amidst a trial and test, they stood as one. Voices steady till the fight was done. Honor held firm like an ancient knife. Bedrock hearts and a way of life. Hear the war cry rising once more. Through the wind, the land and beloved core. The whispers of the elders echo sustain. Their story carries on, their voice remains. In jungles deep and beaches wide, they guarded a code no foe could divide. The axis struck, but the secret stayed. In fire and loss, legends were made. Sharp as tricksters, steady and sly, they turned the tide under distant sky. Island trails to Pacific sand, valor endures where they made their stand. Amidst trial and test, they stood as one. Voices steady till the fight was done. Honor held firm like an ancient knife. Bedrock hearts and a way of life. Hear the song, the earth holds pride. The sky keeps the triumph, the stars as guide. In time and ages they never fade. For the talker's courage, the debt unpaid. Hear the war cry, rising once more. Through the wind, the land and beloved core. Whispers of the elders, echoes remain. Their story carries on, their voices remain. From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. The code of the sacred wind will never break, and the spirits of the Navajo still rise away. Hear the war cry, rising once more. Through the wind, the land and beloved core. Whispers of the elders, echoes sustain. Their story carries on, their voices remain. And beloved core, whispers of the elders, echoes sustain. Their story carries on, their voices remain.
Hey, what's up, Sergeant Dan? What's going on? Joining me this morning on some Rockabilly album stuff. Let's see here. I'm not sure about that last line, still rise awake. I don't know if I should change that or not. Let's see. Should I change that? I'm wondering. Let's go back and listen again.
The war cry, rising once more. Echoes sustain. Their story carries on, their voices remain. From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. The code of the sacred wind will never break, and the spirits of the Navajo still rise away.
Yeah, it's still rise awake. I don't like, so I'm going to adjust the last verse outro. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna change just that specifically. I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it. Still rise awake. It doesn't flow very well. So, wondering what is a better line to flow better. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. What is a better? I'm doing very well. How are you, Sergeant Dan? Thank you, Alame. Working on the Rockabilly album, and right now we're doing the Co-Talkers. Oh, for the record, I'm kind of open to the idea, but I don't want it to get too out of hand if through this course you guys hear a version of the song that you really want and it's not going to make my final cut. Ask for it. You can have the raw cut. I put it on something called Bandcamp, and you guys can buy it yourselves. It'll be a strictly personal thing, you know, just like a rough cut. I'm not going to go super edit hard on it, but I'm flirting with the idea. I mean, if obviously I get a bunch of people and everybody wants a different thing, I'm not going to do that. But at the moment, I'm open to the idea of specific versions being uploaded to Bandcamp, calling it fan favorites or fan cuts or something. But keep that in mind. I'm really quiet. My mic, is that any better? What's up, Finn? How's my audio level? My audio. Nope, it's still quiet. Interesting. What is going on here? Let's see. Is it? Shouldn't be quiet. It's looking good to me on my end. Where am I at? Yeah, there's probably going to be some out there, but again, I don't want to do too much. Let's see. Monitor on and off. Nope. Monitor only. Nope. 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 Monitor off. It's the mic audio. That's the desktop music playlist. Let's see. What if I go? Everything else is negative 20. So what if I fix that? No. 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 Bad. No. Negative 20. Oh Lord, why is everything so difficult? Oh, for Pete's sake. All right. Let's see. Is that gonna be? Holy Christ! Can I not do? Much better. Is that, guys? Is that better? How's my voice now? Can you hear me more cleanly? Am I just talking like a girl? All right. So if that's good, all right. But yeah, I thought maybe if you heard a version that you guys particularly liked before I changed it or whatever, I might download that specific raw cut version and put it on Bandcamp, and you guys can pick and choose which ones you like there. But you know, all the ladies, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that I got a bunch of requests. I can't remember. I did the Down by the River version. Still a little on the quiet side. All right, let's see. Maybe. How about that? Is that super loud now? It's much better from when I first joined. All right, so I want to make this. It should be loud. Maybe. Am I quiet? Gotta figure out why am I quiet. Okay, now dead quiet. Advanced audio. No, I don't need to go advanced audio. Let's go to. Yeah, well, I don't know where else to go to give like specific type things like that. Well, my mic is on. It's here plugged in. Let's see if maybe I go to my sounds. Maybe two apps are using my microphone. Yeah, Bandcamp I think is the one I like to use because currently in use. So Ubisoft is using it. OBS, not Ubisoft. Fucking idiot. Let's see. Open sound mix. Let's see if my microphone. Okay, that's why. That's the master volume, microphone input, manage sound devices, speakers, microphone. I should just be able to turn the fucker up. I thought it would be easy. Why is that not easy? Volume mixer. No, they're all up. Device, mic. Headset ears. Device, applications. Oh, what the hell? 50 Callan double D. I like those too. Let's see. Steam is loud. Shouldn't be going to turn off this mic, and if I'm still okay, so no, it isn't here. Let's go to fucking settings. Maybe it's a settings issue, because every OBS looks like it's good. Microphone, volume, voice speed. Nope, that's not the right stuff. Well, this is probably really boring. Trying to help me figure out how to fucking listen to this shit. Let's see. Properties. I'm going to the right one. Filters, layout, lock volume. No. Properties. Advanced audio. Let's see if I just there. Okay, let's see. I should be able to do more than. Okay, look if I just. All right, this should be. Am I louder yet? Am I real loud? How loud am I now? Am I really loud? Or am I really quiet? See, 50 cal and double D's. I am a simple man. Yeah, Bandcamp. Back to Bandcamp. That is the one that I think would work for best for like fan cuts and stuff. Is my volume good now, guys? Can you hear me? All right. I'm going to assume that's good. I appreciate it, man. And you went all quiet again. No, okay, so okay, let's try the other way. Everything is so difficult. Is this better? Let me see. We raise it high and loud and proud. If that was so, I went the wrong way. Maybe this is better. Am I too loud now? Oh. All right, I'll back it off. Let's go back. How about now? Is that is that middle ground? Is that middle ground? Is that acceptable sound level? Now I can turn you down from max to regular. Okay, good. All right, we'll just call that good. So, all right, where was I? So, yep. Let's do that. Like, perfect. So now I've got it good. Next time I do this, I won't look like a dumbass. All right. So I was going to change the outro to Wind Talkers because I didn't like the flow. What do you guys think?
Sacred sands to battles, and their words were weapons, their strength a friend. The code of the sacred wind will never break, and the spirits of the Navajo still rise away.
I don't like that last bit. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it from the sacred sands to battles, and their words a weapon, their strength a friend. The code of the sacred wind will never break. This seems too many syllables to me. The sacred sand will never break, and the spirit of the Navajo. The spirits of the Navajo. I don't like to single out the Navajo because it wasn't just the Navajo. If I recall, there was like 20 different tribes that used theirs. The Navajo is the most famous and the ones that were used in the core, but and then spirits of the Navajo still rise awake. It's not still. I don't like still. And the spirits of the Navajo always awake or rise. No, I don't like rise. The spirits of the Navajo maybe remain. Sacred wind will never break, and the spirits of the Navajo remain awake. Yeah, I think that's too many syllables still. Maybe just get rid of and, because that's an easy, it's an implied and. The spirit, sacred wind will never break, the spirits of the Navajo awake. Now I need one more syllable. I need one syllable. The spirits of the Navajo remain. I can't use remain. Can't use remain. That's two syllables. Maybe I can remain awake. So the sacred wind will never break, the spirits of the Navajo remain awake. You try that. Let's see what it sounds like. I do like Devil Dogs on the Hunt. Yesterday's stream phone ended up dying on me. Well, yesterday was chaotic. I mean, I'm trying to get more of a direction, but I was like, I got banned. You missed it. I got banned on my, what the fuck? I paid for this. Why am I getting... I should have no watermark. I'll deal with that next time. But I was chaotic yesterday. I'm trying to get a little more, what do you call it, direction. But it was my first time. I got banned on fucking TikTok Live, so no more TikTok Live. So who? That's it. Fucking apparently, I am not for public consumption. I already know this. So You know, that's why I wanted to be faceless and all that, because boy, howdy, do I not use the proper words around people. My wife can't take me anywhere.
From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. Oh, the sacred wind will never break the spirits of the Navajo strand. Navajo remain.
Yeah, fucking AI.
From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. Though the sacred wind you'll never break, the spirits of the Navajo shall break.
Alright, so this is a common thing. This is why I say, oh, it's AI slop. Like, no, I gotta work fucking hard because AI does not work very well if you don't know exactly what you're doing and do it properly. So, I'm gonna do this again. For better, for shorter sections. Yeah, I gotta go short. Let's see. No, we already did that. Let's regenerate. Let's get a better one, because that just was sucky. Life ain't pretty, life ain't grand. Ain't no hope, just shit in your hand. You have any people who were bitching and moaning when I said, but I can shoot a gun? And it was like, oh, this is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fighting, this is for fun. Like, motherfucker, we use gun all the time in the military. All right, that was some bullshit that you only watched in the freaking movies. All right, yeah, in boot camp they fucking correct you on that shit, but use gun all the time. And guess what? I went to something called machine gunners course. Oh shit! I guess I wasn't shooting guns. Let's see what we got here.
From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. No, the sacred wind will never break the spirits of the Navajo Jamaica.
Yeah, nope, that wasn't good.
From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. Though the sacred wind will never break the spirits of the Navajo Jamaica remain.
Alright, I'm gonna try one more time, and if that doesn't work, I gotta change it because AI is finicky. Hey, Shuri. Still doing some coroner stuff? You opening bodies, making people freak out? Let's see. If it won't flow like that, maybe I'll do the smart alignment. Sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. But here we go. Let's try this.
From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. So the sacred wind will never break the spirits of the Navajo rise will remain.
Yeah, for some reason it's got a issue with that little spot.
From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. Oh, the sacred wind will never break the spirits of the Navajo remain.
Yeah, it messes up right there. So I'm going to change these settings, maybe try to force this AI to do what I want. I see it in my head. That's why I get irritated when people talking like, oh, I see it in my head. I'm just trying to make it happen the way I want it to with the tools that I have. Yep. I would have freaked out too. I walk in on some guy ripping somebody's chest open on the freaking table. That's a little weird. Dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. Go, the sacred wind will never break the spirits of the Navajo
Yeah, it's not working.
From sacred sands to battles end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. You see, the sacred wind will never break the spirits of the Navajo
All right. That's not working with me right now. See if I can find a better way to do this. So I'm going to replace the lyrics. I'm going to use smart. So use this. None of those worked. You guys, you suck. But let's try this. Maybe this will work better. It's not easy, especially when it's just like there's one small little fucking thing that I need to change, and the fucking voice doesn't want to do what I want it to do. I'm like, I know what I want. You're almost there. It's just this one little spot, and I can't release that on an album because that just looks sloppy. And I have more pride in my work than that. Despite people calling it AI slop, I try real hard to make it not. I am God's weapon. All right. Good for you. Thank you for coming by. Billy Dine? D9? Let's see if this is any better.
From sacred sands to battle's end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. The sacred wind will never break. The spirits of the Navajo remain awake.
Hey, that was pretty good. I'm not sure if maybe that was a little too much music. I was hoping for a little more subtle, speak, but it actually worked. I think there's the reason I follow and enjoy music, because all the work that goes into your treats. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do really try. And, people call it AI. I don't mind. They could even say I don't like AI music. That's cool, but that's not a real criticism. When you say AI slop, that's not a real criticism. It's all written by me and everything. So I do try really hard, and if you don't like the sound, I get it. But, I mean, in my opinion, I've listened to some of the newer shit out there, and unless you're someone like Jelly Roll or someone with amazing talent, it's like just as good as the shit I do. I think, anyway. My opinion. One man's opinion. Let's see here. But I think, let me try the second one.
From sacred sands to battle's end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. The sacred wind will never break. The spirits of the Navajo remain awake.
Ooh, that one was good. I like that. What do y'all think? What was that? I think that was a really good one. What do you guys like, the first or the second one of those? Because I think I finally got the AI to do what I wanted. This worst.
Sacred sands to battle's end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. The sacred wind will never break. The spirits of the Navajo remain awake.
It's kind of a little crescendo there. Let's go back. Let's see how it all flows together. No. Start over here.
From sacred sands to battle's end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. The sacred wind will never break. The spirits of the Navajo remain awake. Hear the war cry rising once more through the wind, the land and beloved core. Whispers of the elders echo sustain. Their story carries on, their voices remain.
I think that was actually pretty good. Let's try the second generation.
Story carried, hear the war cry rising once more through the wind, the land and beloved core. Whispers of the elders echoes remain. Their story carries on, their voices remain. From sacred sands to battle's end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. The sacred wind will never break. The spirits of the Navajo remain awake.
I think the first one's better. I think it flows better. I think that first one with the kind of crescendo and the music background popping up like that real hard, I think works real much better than the second one, because it kind of, the outro drops, but then so like the chorus comes in, it's nice and loud and proud, and then the outro crescendos and then calms, and then it ends real nice. But then the second one, it kind of just flat. It sounds real flat, I think is the right word to use for that. The second generation just sounds flat to me. So I'm going to commit to the first version. And we listened to most of it already, but we're going to go back. Let's do from the mid pre-chorus, the first mid pre-chorus, and see how it all flows together.
Honor held firm like an ancient knife, there to rock hearts in a way of life. Hear the war cry rising once more through the wind, the land and beloved core. The whispers of Kitchen knife, bedrock hearts and a way of life. Hear the war cry, rising once more through the wind, the land and beloved core. Whispers of the elders echo sustain their story.
Yeah, to answer your question, Sergeant Dan, I do write these lyrics myself, especially the canon versions. When I write the Rockabilly versions and soon to be Fallout radio versions, I do use a little more AI assistance because I got to get the words from the era correct. But the original canon versions, I go through like every line and everything. I put in the instructions of how I want it to sound, whether it's a war drum cadence or a nice rhythmic tune. I write the lyrics, I make the instructions, which they call composing. I arrange it so I know where I want what, the structure, whether I want pre-chorus or the 4/4 time, or if I want AABB rhyme scheme. Although I do love the AAAA rhyme scheme for certain like new metal songs. If I can really kick ass, like that Ma Deuce one you're talking about, that one verse where it's like, violence is the answer, not a suggestion. And I started just using all those words back to back. And it was an AAAA rhyme scheme. And man, that one just is still my favorite verse that I came up with. And that was everything. Well, you're very welcome, Billy Don. I wasn't sure if I would ever come live or anything like that because I didn't think you guys wanted to even know how the process was. A lot of people don't want to know how the sausage is made. It kind of ruins the magic. But a lot of people seem to want to, and they kept asking for stuff, and I was like, fine, maybe I'll give it a shot. I don't like to show my face just because, trust me, it's not much to look at, but it's just, I also am not very good at public consumption. I cuss a lot. I say a lot of crude things, everything like that. But yes, to answer your question, everything but the final performance is me. I mix it. I do all of that. Even when I'm done with this part that you guys are listening to. And by the way, it takes a long time to get even here. But this part right here, I'm going to put on a list in my files. I'm going to download all of the stems. And then I go into a DAW and I mix it there to clean up any muddying or anything like that. So, I mean, that's just a small overview of what I go through, but there are songs I'm still working on from a year ago, the Teddy Roosevelt one, things like that. And when I first started this, it was, you can go back to my first songs and they crap. Like some of them are just drawn on, overwritten, things like that. But I think I've gotten better over the times. But yes, to answer your question, Sergeant Dan, in a long way, I definitely write my own lyrics. So let's see. That I think we're almost done. Let's see. We're almost done.
In time and ages they never fade. For the talker's courage, the debt unpaid.
I love that little guitar metal riff in there. I just fucking dig that. Sorry, that's me though.
Hear the war cry, rising once more through the wind, the land and beloved core. Whispers of the elders, echoes remain. Their story carries on, their voices remain. From sacred sands to battle's end, their words were weapons, their strength a friend. The sacred wind will never break. The spirits of the Navajo remain awake.
I think that's it.
Hear the war cry, rising once more through the wind, the land and beloved core. Whispers of the elders, echoes sustain. Their story carries on, their voices remain.
Thank you, LMA. That's the way I look at it. Oh, I fucking love those little fucking war drums, little tribal war drums right at the end there. think that's it. I think that's good to go. I mean, got to finish the mixing and polishing, but I think that's the final cut, the final raw cut for this. I'll never stop being me. I already got kicked off of fucking TikTok live, so that's how I am. I'm trying not to get kicked off this motherfucker, but you know. Thank you. I agree. I think, yeah, this is not stop. This is real work. Yeah, I agree. Fucking crude sailor, son of a bitch. I will. Anything for public consumption is boring and unoriginal. I fucking agree. But I say fuck way too much, and my wife does not like it. I got a 4-year-old son, and we have to really make sure. Yeah, you were there for me getting kicked off. Yeah. Apparently, the way I respond to people is not the right way to respond to people. So, but, you know, fuck them if they can't take a joke. But, you know. Anyway, so I'm going to lock that in. I'm going to save this as a new song to my Rockabilly album. And I'm going to go to my Rockabilly album and save that as good to go, final cut. Then we'll go on to the next song if you guys want. And song details. I'm going to rename this Code Talker album cut G2G, which means good to go for all you uninitiated lunatics out there. All right, what is next on the list? Oh, shit. The God of War, the A10 Warthog tribute. That's next, of course. All right, that's personal favorite of most people's, I think. Let's see. Where is that? I gotta make sure I find it. A10 Rockabilly. There we go.
Screaming, got a clear kill zone. Hog unleashed, no mercy shown. 21-foot dick, my judgment's clear. Every shot fired fuels your fear. Armor cracked, but I'm built to last. Every dent's a chapter of battles past. I'm your worst nightmare, the reaper on high. When the hog rolls in, it's time to die. It's time to die. Too late. It's far too late. Convoy in sight, slave to speed. Overkill, that word means nothing to me. APK, WS, got any sins, time to confess. I'm a warlock here, make you disappear. Laser guided cocksucker, area clear. From Fulda Gap to desert sands. The hog strikes where war demands. Mic rounds paint the battlefield red. Gun gas choking, engine screaming testify. I'm a bullet sponge, built to fly. Scars on my frame, proof of wars I've won. Hawk bites on hands from the wrath I've spun. Pentagon whispers time to retire. Fuck no, I'm fueling hell.
Hey, there's Ohio Trucker. Again, he's an old school. He's been around since the beginning. He's been a member for a while. So this is, I'm working on the Rockabilly A10 version, and as you guys can see, that one is a little more hard rock than Rockabilly, but the cool thing is with the program I use, I can take all of that, I can make it different, I can remaster it. That was an older version of the AI that I use, so I'm going to try just remastering the normal remaster. That means basically nothing changes with very slight deviations. We're going to see what a remastered and the newest version sounds like. So here, you guys, first time anyone is hearing a remastered version of the A10 song. There they are, Sergeant Dan. Fucking AI doesn't know how to say A. It's just A10. God dang freaking it. I don't know about y'all, but this still sounds too metal to me. It does not sound rockabilly. Let's make some adjustments. See, I want 50s. Let's do 50s. Classic Elvis style. How about that? Let's see what that comes out. I'm not sure this would be the proper. I mean, it's a little more rockabilly than the hardcore like doom metal version of the original. This is not quite rockabilly, so I'm gonna change this up and see if I can't get a more rockabilly sound. Ooh, there we go. Hell yeah. There we go. Yeah, you start to hear that slap back bass like you're supposed to, that slap bass.
A10 screaming, got a clear kill zone. Hog unleashed, no mercy shown. 21-foot dig, my judgment's clear. Every shot fired fuels your fear.
Oh yeah, that backup right there, I love that. Oop. There's a frickin' artifact in that AI generation. You hear it. Let's see. I could fix that, or I could try the second one. Let's try this one.
Cold war born, forged for the fight. The hogs in town raising hell tonight.
You're right, it is a little swing. I have that. It's a slap bass that's driving a swinging rhythm with twangy guitars is kind of how I got it down. I could take out the swinging rhythm. Let's just with drives a rhythm. How about that? Let's see what that does. Wasn't sure. I mean, that first one sounded good, but there was a AI artifact in there, and I needed that wouldn't work very well. Let's try this.
Cold war born, forged for the fight. The hogs in town raising hell tonight.
Not bad. I can dig that. I like that little swagger there.
A10 screaming, got a clear kill zone. Hog unleashed.
I gotta maybe write down a different. See, the problem is, let me write it like this, A. Like I. No, that'd be an I. How do you say A? How do you spell? How do you do A phonetically? Let's see. A phonetically. Maybe if I take out the dash, because it's A10. It keeps wanting to say A10. And I don't like that. That's not what I want. It's an A10, you stupid computer. Let me see if I spell it. Let's do A10. If I fat fingers. A10. Let's try that. Oop. There we go.
Cold War born, forged for the fight. The hogs in town raising hell tonight. A10 screaming, got a clear kill.
There we go.
Hog unleashed, no mercy shown. 21-foot dick, my judgment's clear. Every shot fired fuels your fear. Armor cracked, but I'm built to
Oh, there it is again. Starting to get the muffle. Can't let that muffle happen. This just takes away. There we go. That's a little plucking.
Cold War born, forged for the fight. The hogs in town.
Sergeant Dan, considered a country style song. Oh, I've done plenty of country style songs. I don't usually release them because my audience is more for metal. I've kind of drifted away from that. But there's definitely some. I mean, my first Engineer song was more of a hick hop, but there's some country with one called Real McCoy. I made it for Braxton McCoy when he was fighting those Congress peoples for the land grab that they were trying to do. I made one for him doing that. There's another one I call Shitty Standoff. It's more of a joke song. I made that one. I haven't released those on. I released the Real McCoy on Spotify, but I did Shitty Standoff too. So they should be on Spotify and my YouTube. So yes, I do country songs. I did like that Angry Cops one. I haven't heard much about what's going on, but I think I just saw there was some update that they just finished the investigation over there. I'll be curious to see where it goes and what it does. That was, I mean, I got a lot of people from that one. I'm not doing any more Pepperbox stuff for those guys right now because, I mean, they didn't ask for it. They haven't mentioned it. I'm not sure they even want it. So until I have even on a speaking basis with those guys, I think I'm not let's just slow down on that. Well, we have to wait till April. Oh well. Yeah, you know. Let's see what this is.
raising hell tonight. A 10 screaming, got a clear kill zone.
A10, god dang it. It's A10, you jackass.
Cold War born, forged for the fight. The hogs in town raising hell tonight.
Okay.
A 10 screaming, got a clear kill.
A10. Why? Why can't you just say A? Is it really that difficult? All right, I'm changing the prompt up a little bit. I dig the twanging and the what's that called when they? It's not alternating bass, but I forget when I was playing guitar they called it something. But the plucking of the strings on the guitar, there's a certain name for it. I dig it. I dig that. A little less swing. Yeah. I'll do trying to speak German. Yeah, it's irritating. That's what I say. As you guys can see, it is not an easy one take. I have used that before. It doesn't work all that well. You suck. Alright, I'm gonna try AE just to try. I've tried it before. Maybe it'll work this time.
Screaming, got a clear kill zone. Hog unleashed, no mercy shown. 21-foot dick, my judgment's clear. Every shot fired fuels your fear. Armor cracked, but I'm built to last. Every dent's a chapter of battles past. I'm your worst nightmare, the reaper on high. When the hog rolls in, it's time to die.
Alright, this one's with Alame's suggestion. We'll see how it works.
For the fight, the hogs in town raising hell tonight.
Ooh, I do like that intro. That's a good intro. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sergeant. I love to be paired with an artist. I make these songs the way I do. That way people could have them now, things like that. And any artist that wants to come and take one of my songs, I have them listed and synced and on a BMI. And they, I mean, anyone who wants to use them, we could talk. I just want the royalties. My song's out there. I don't want to be famous. I want my music to. So, I mean, I'm open to any of that. You know, I thought there's plenty of big names that I'd love to see sing my stuff, but even anybody. So, but I do like the way this one starts. Hopefully it gets the A correctly. I did use Alame's suggestion, so let's see. Well, I think it did do the right pronunciation for the A10, but then it had the crappy audio effect. Well, the cool thing is, if I actually find one that I really dig, I can go back and just edit parts of the song. But, I mean, I just didn't dig the overall. I haven't dug the overall feel of any of these yet. So, I'm not going to go with one until I really feel it. I know my lyrics are solid, but the music needs to follow it.
Screaming, got a clear kill zone. Hog unleashed, no mercy shown. 21-foot dick, my judgment's clear. Every shot fired fuels your fear. Armor cracked, but I'm built to last. Every dent's a chapter of battles past. I'm your worst nightmare, the reaper on high. When the hog rolls in, it's time to die. It's time to die.
Wow, I could actually work with that. That actually sounded pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't mind working with them. Technically speaking, I'm my own label. I'm literally my own business, certified, and technically I'm considered a micro label. So, I mean, I could definitely make that happen. So, I mean, I'm open to collabs and such. But yeah, this version sounds pretty good so far.
feel the ground shake when I come
So far, so good. I think I can work with this.
Convoy in sight, slave to speed. Overkill, that word means nothing to me. APK, WS, got any sins? Time to confess. I'm a warlock here, make you disappear. Laser guided cocksucker, area clear from full to gap to desert sands. The hog strikes where war demands. Where war demands. Feel the ground shake when I come around. Pickle, pickle, motherfucker. Close air support, I own this.
Pickle tickle. It's pickle pickle. I would totally dig working with Sabaton. Although I don't know if our styles really mesh as much. But I mean, if they liked my lyrics and wanted to use them for their thing, I mean, that 30 cal gospel is pretty much made for them. Like, I could see them doing that 30 cal gospel song. No. No, it's pickle pickle. And I didn't notice because I'm not a pilot or nothing. But according to, what's his name? Weapons, who was a moderator for HLC. He helped me write this song. He was an A10 maintainer. So I ran this song by him and my lyrics and everything like that. He informed me that I believe pickle pickle is, I guess there's like a stick in the cockpit that's called a pickle stick. And when they push a button on there, it drops a bomb. And they call it pickle pickle. So when they're dropping a bomb, they say pickle. And when they shoot a missile, they call it rifle. So when you hear pickle pickle motherfucker, it's like I'm dropping bombs on you. And then when you hear rifle rifle, I'm shooting a missile on you. So that's what those words actually mean. So I didn't know that when I was writing it. That was a little touch from an actual A10 maintainer that helped me understand that. I may be wrong on that, but I believe that's exactly what they were saying. I mean, that's the way I understood it when he told it to me. So if he says that's not what he meant, then I misunderstood it, but that's my understanding. It's also important to know that he did not like the fact that I use armor-piercing rounds, because they don't really use armor-piercing rounds anymore. I guess they use a different kind of round, but I have to take some artistic liberties when making songs, because I think the one that he suggested that they actually use, it wouldn't have flowed very well with the lyrics. So I kind of cheated a little bit, and I'm using armor. They used to use armor-piercing rounds back in the day, but they don't anymore, if I remember him correctly. I mean, I wrote this song a year ago, so when I wrote the lyrics, I can't remember. So,
When the cross of death comes, it's far too late.
Oh, for the Tomcat Gonna Purge, I sent him those lyrics, and he didn't have a whole lot of notes. So, I mean, he said that worked. He said it worked well, if I recall, when I sent it to him. He said it sounded good, and I didn't. Basically, I'll write the lyrics, and I'll send it to him to make sure I don't have any glaring inaccuracies. Because I don't want to be like, oh, Fox 1 for Tomcat, and then some actual pilot come to me and be like, oh, there's no such thing as a Fox 1 on a pilot. Because if I recall, the Fox 1 and Fox 2 are different types of missiles. I think one's like a Sidewinder, and one's, I forget the names exactly, but they're used for different purposes. So, yeah, he didn't really give me a whole lot of feedback for the Tomcat's Gonna Purge one, other than to say that, I mean, it looked good and there was nothing wrong with what I wrote. So I'll take that to... He suggested that, I think he thought I should do more of the history behind it. But one thing I learned about the F-14, there's not a whole lot of American history behind the F-14 as far as like actual combat. We had it for a long time, but I guess most of its actual military combat record comes from Iran. So a lot of the stuff that you hear, it's of all the kills they did and everything like that was from Iran. If I recall, there was only like 2 actual combat engagements for U.S. military F-14s. Oh, you meant for the A-10. Oh, fuck, what was it? I can't remember exactly which. I think they were like uranium or depleted uranium rounds or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, I remember going through the rounds. He's like, they don't use AP, but it fits better than what you would actually use for the flow. I think it was depleted uranium or something. Oh, let me look it up real quick, because if I recall. Let me look it up. Rounds. Let's see if I can find this out just real quick as an aside. Designed for it could fire 42 rounds. Yes, I know that, but no, that's not what I was asking. Let's see, what is it gonna say here? Use my trusty Google AI whatever. HEI, high explosive incendiary rounds is what it's called. That's what they currently use. The A10 GAU 8A Avenger cannon currently fires 2 main 30 by 173 millimeter rounds, an armor piercing incendiary round, and a high explosive incendiary round. These are mixed in the drum depending on the mission loadout. So I guess maybe when he was doing it, he suggested I guess maybe it was high explosive incendiary, maybe is what he suggested. Don't hold me to that. I don't want him coming back and saying I'm retarded and that's not what I said. But I do recall him saying that armor piercing was slightly incorrect, but not totally. So, anyways. Excuse me. Oh, and about the Tomcat song, I used the Anytime Baby. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It's Anytime Baby. Fox 1, let's merge. Tomcat's gonna purge. It's hard to come up with words sometimes, but I thought those worked out real well. Now I got sidetracked. Let me go back to where was I?
Time to confess, I'm a warlock here, make you disappear. Laser guided cocksucker, area clear from full to gap to desert sands. The hawk strikes where war demands. Where war demands. Feel the ground shake when I come around. Pickle, pickle, motherfucker. Close air support, I own this ground. Oh, the piercing rounds seal your fate. Rifle, rifle, bitch. When the cross of death comes, it's far too late. Lead, 30 mic rounds paint the battlefield red. Gun, gas, choking, ninja scream, testify. I'm a bullet sponge, built to fly. Scars on my frame, proof of wars I've won. Hog bites on hands from the wrath I spun. Pentagon whispers, time to retire. Fuck no, I'm fueling hell's fire. Flaps are shredded, engines aflame. I'm the beast in the sky, apocalypse my game. TF screaming, my wrath won't see.
You know what? This isn't the Rockabilly version. This is just a slightly countryer version. I'm on the wrong version of my A10 song. This is the Rockabilly version that I need to find. I was going on a wrong tangent. My bad, guys.
There's a sound in the sky that chills a man's soul. When the hog rides out, the story's told.
All right, now I'm on the right one because I couldn't remember why it was still cussing because the rockabilly ones, I don't like to cuss. It's meant for a more older, softer audience. The metal, I'll cuss and everything like that, but for the rockabillys, I want to keep it clean. So I made a rockabilly dirty version. I think this was the first attempt at doing rockabilly because so many people like the A10, and then I forgot that I made that version. So when I looked up rockabilly on my files, I used the rockabilly metal version. So let me go find, because that's the one I need. That's the one on YouTube. The Rockabilly Western War Ballad is what it was called. All right, here we go. This is the proper one. Let's see if this is album ready. Sorry, guys. See the process. This is how the process happens. This is why sometimes it's boring as fuck. But hey, you got to listen to different versions of the rockabilly metal version. So I mean, if you guys dig that one, maybe I'll download one of those and put those over on Bandcamp. If not, we'll just leave it here, and you guys come back and listen to the live. But hey, you get to see what happens.
There's a sound in the sky that chills a man's soul when the hog rides out.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do because you don't need all the cussing to get the point across, even though I like it.
Blow through the smoke of a battlefield sky. Wings like angels, she's born to fly. Cold steel sings, mourns for the slain. One breath of the hog, brrr, none remain.
I like that. I think that's kind of cute.
Hear the thunder roll below. Dust and metal, the devil show. When the hog takes flight once more, heaven weeps for the god of war. Armor shines where the sunlight burns. The hog rolls in and the battle turns. Desert wind hums a funeral tune. Her cannon sings beneath the moon. No fear in her leaving. Crows on the plain. Just another tally to mark her reign. Convoy in sight and the throttle's wide. Ain't no such word as let it slide. Got it locked, precision near. Got any sins, best say I'm clear. I'm the ghost above, I draw no line. War thought coming, it's judgment time. Fold a gap and in desert sand she leaves her mark. Bad guys understand. Hear the thunder roll below. Dust and metal, the devil show. When the hog takes flight once more, heaven weeps for the god of war. Hear the thunder roll below. Dust and metal, the devil show. When the hog takes flight once more, heaven weeps for the god of war. For the god of war. For the god of war.
What do you guys think? Was that album worthy? Or do I need to make some changes? Or is this not fit? I thought it fit pretty well. It's Western, little deep baritone. I mean, I tweak the words so it's clean and, you know, everyone can listen to it from kids to old men and ladies. You know, the problem is I got a grandma and stuff too that my grandpa, you don't cuss around your grandma. So I try to make these with her and him in mind so that They there's not as much cussing, and it's more clean, and I think it works real good. Like I basically just turn it into an oldies, and I like that. On the nail with it, sounds good. All right, it fits well to me. I'm not the most creative guy. All right, well, it's not about creative. It's just, I created it. I just need to know if you guys dig it and if it's worth putting on the album, or if there's something in there that's like, bleh. You know, sometimes I miss stuff. You know, I just started this shit. Like, I'm not the most musically talented guy in the world either. But I started this about a year and a half ago. Mostly because I didn't like all the crap on the radio and I was trying to work out. I thought we needed some more hardcore shit. And then it just kind of evolved from there. And so I'm by no means, you know, a badass writer or anything like that. I do what I can with what I got, and I think I do okay. And you guys seem to like it, so that's all it is. Don't fuck with grandma. Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't need to fuck with grandma. Grandma wouldn't need to fuck you up because there's like 18 motherfuckers to fuck with you for grandma. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Dan. So I'm going to say that this doesn't need any tweaking. I'm going to say this is already good. I'm going to call it the God of War. Good to go. Save that there, and I'm going to move this over. Move, not to trash. Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? All right, move to album, Rockabilly album. All right, so now we've got 2 songs good to go in the hopper. You guys want to keep going, or is it boring? Let's see what would be next. Oh my god, well, that's good. Let's see, the Bismarck would be next, or I mean, we could do the. What do you guys think? What do you want to do? Since you're all here on the live, I'll give you like 10 seconds to decide. What's the next Rockabilly one you want to do? We got the Bismarck, the Taffy 3, the F-22 Raptor, the AC-130, the Chair Force Swing, Stack 'em High, the George Washington, the Rifleman's Creed, the Constitution, Bismarck, or the VA Blues. I'll let you all pick. Bismarck, AC-130. Oh, we got conflict here. Bismarck, AC-130. You know, I think. Let's see. Everybody, okay. Well, you know what? Let's do. Why don't we do? I'll do the AC-130. I don't think I need to change too much on that, so we can listen to it one time, hit it and quit it, and we'll go on there. Because I think the AC-130 I did really good. I didn't need to mess with it hardly at all. I don't think I'm gonna need to. So let's see, where can I find that? What did I call it? The AC-130 out. Gotta find it first. Where did I put it? AC. Some of these I didn't. When I first started this, I did not. I didn't do a very good job organizing, so some of my older songs are scattered. There it is. I think it's this one. Yep, here it is.
Say your prayers, sugar. Ghost riders overhead. 1 for the boom, 2 for the blow, 3 to get clear, 4 to lay low, 5 brings the heat, 6 seals your fate, 7 and 8, you're a minute too late. Rattling low with a shadow so wide, 25 mic kissing your hide. City lights flash, been gone in a blink, never seen nothing, barely time to think. Your mama's crying, your daddy's gone, whole block missing before the dawn. Spooky in the air and boots in the sand, can't run from the back of my hand. Here I come, nothing you can do. Spectre in the sky looking straight at target, let's make it fun. Spitting heat with the 40 mil turns a stronghold into a windowsill. You can pray, but it won't take. Dropping hell, make no mistake. Laughing low, never raise my voice. Pull this trigger, it was your choice. I don't chase, I don't reload. You're just a speck on a cratered road. Here I come, nothing you can do.
Reaper in the sky looking straight at you.
Eyes up top, day turns black.
Shouldn't have poked the eagle's back.
Time goes down and I ain't done. Give me a target, let's make it fun. 105's already fired. Go ahead, run, you'll only die tired. Delivered fast, never late. Knocking down doors with a hand of fate. 50 pounds falling like a bell. You'll never hear the final shell. Call me Stinger, the sky turns red. Flying high and you'll sure be dead. Blood makes the grass grow, they say. And sister, I got all day. I ain't the storm, I'm the angel of death. I'm the last thing they hear. AC 130, out. Here I come, nothing you can do.
Spectre in the sky looking straight at you.
Eyes up top, day turns black.
Shouldn't have poked the eagle's back.
Tang goes down and I ain't done. Give me a target, let's make it fun.
I don't know about y'all, but I think that's fucking perfect. I don't think I need to mess with that, like, at all. I think that just fits right on the album perfectly. Any objections, Your Honor? Album cut. Good to go. Well, the theme of this album is the rockabilly. So that's the theme of this album is rockabilly. And maybe while I put them in order, I could go, airplane to Navy to whatever. I'll figure that out when I get there. Right now, everything was kind of disorganized. The way I try to release this stuff, I don't try to keep exact one theme. I do try to mix it up. Although I did do that members poll and they wanted to do more land stuff. So I'm doing more land stuff currently, but I'm not discounting cadences or anything like that. Land stuff is just like tanks, Bradleys, guns, stuff like that. But I try to do MOS. I try to do a cadence. I try to do Navy, Air Force, Army. I always do Marines just because I'm a Marine and I fucking do some shit like that. And occasionally I like to do palette cleansers where I just do fun, stupid, idiotic songs that are fun or, badass. I do have a song about the Bradley. It's in production right now. I'm still working on it. I mean, if you guys want a quick little... Actually, I don't think I've done any generations of that. But I've got the M16. Did I do any of the Bradley yet? Or am I still working? Yeah, I still working on the lyrics on that one. So I don't have any of that, but I got the M16, and a lot of people that were here yesterday heard the M16 version of something like that. So the lyrics I'm working are on the Bradley and the M16, the USS Trathan. I'm still working on the artillery. side of things. I'm still working on. There's a few cadences. I just did the S&M man, so it'll be a while before I do another cadence. But there's a few of those darker cadences that I still want to get in like that. Like you do something like sometimes not many bands or artists done something like a lot of Sabaton. No, that's what I'm saying. I have found myself in a unique niche that apparently was very demanded. I didn't know it was that demanded. So, I mean, Sabaton and Five Finger Death Punch touched base on it. I think Kid Rock touched a couple songs like that, but I think Sabaton's the only like military dedicated one. But I don't think any of those guys actually served, so I had a little actual perspective to serving and going to war. So, I think mine's a little unique as far as that goes. And they do power metal. I do more of a doom metal. But I think if I were to say what genre I fall into, not subject matter, but genre style, a lot of Peyton Parrish stuff. Or Miracle of Sound, Norse stuff. I do like the Norse type things. I don't like hardcore Viking. If I can't understand what the motherfucker's saying, and there's not a whole lot of rhythm, and it's just fucking chaos in the music, and there's not a whole lot of coherency to it, I'm not a big fan. That's just me. Not talking smack about Screamo. Not talking smack about freaking, what do they call it, thrash metal. I tried to get into it. I just can't. It's not my thing. I prefer more of like a Rob Zombie sludge groove. It's actually got a rhythm and lyrics to it. So that's just my thing. So I don't see. Let's go. Let's see. We did the AC. Let's do Chair Force. Let's do the Chair Force next, because I don't think I'm gonna have to mess with that too much either. I think that's pretty perfect. I'm only going through this stuff to make sure they're good for the album, and so far we already have. So let's see, we've got Code Talkers, the God of War, and the AC 130. So let's look for the Chair Force. Let's see if that still flows like I remember. No, I wasn't called. Let's see, what did I name it? What the hell? Of course, I can't find it now. Call for Fire. Did I do a Rockabilly version in here? No, that's the 80s version. That's the remix. Did I do a Rockabilly? Oh, here it is.
Angel of Death on standby, little girl.
Oh, well, to answer your question, Dan, I was a 1345 heavy equipment operator with the engineers. So that's what I did in the Marine Corps. So technically I was an engineer, but I wasn't like a combat engineer. I didn't get to play with explosives. They put me in a dozer and a front loader, and I got to knock shit down and build shit up. Build berms, shit like that. Of course, when they sent me to Iraq, they built us up. I went to like machine gunners course, and they sent us to a mount training, and we went to Haji Town and did all that fucking training. They sent me to Iraq as a 0311, I believe, even though I did the machine gunners course. They didn't send me over as a machine gunner. They sent me as an 0311, and I thought we would be kicking in doors and doing all that fun, cool shit. Well, they sent me to TQ, and they put me in a fucking tower, and I sat perimeter security for the vast majority of my deployment. So I don't have any cool fucking stories. I have some weird fucked up stories, and I could talk to you about the ROEs and the horrendous shit pile that was my unit and the unit I was attached to, and how horrible the ROEs are in technically a combat zone. Technically speaking, I am a combat veteran, even though I never really saw combat. I mean, I had a couple close calls, IEDs, shit like that. Anyways, different story for a different day, but that's to answer your question. Here is Call for Fire, Chair Force Swing.
Angel of Death on standby, little girl. Fired up, Birdman, let's swing.
And maybe one time maybe if I do this regularly, we can get into story times and I can tell you my fucking fucked up shit. Because it's not. You listen to all those guys that like Pepperbox and stuff like that. They all had like glowing fucking military fucking experiences or something like that. And they all, at least that's what I've seen. Maybe I haven't seen all of them, but my time in the military was not like theirs. It sucked. It just fucking sucked. Even though I enjoyed the Marine Corps and stuff like that, it isn't the Corps that I disliked. It was the unit that I was attached to. And boy, I could throw a bitch session for several hours. But I don't think people want to hear me bitch like a freaking a sourpuss. So let's just listen to some music.
Left soldier on the right, flybush rolls in, looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. When knee deep in mud while he's feeling alright. But when hell kicks hard and the call goes wide, Ghost Rider rolls with the wings of pride. We joke and we jab, call him Chair Force neat. But when steel rain drops, man, they bring the heat. Hey, now look who's tearing the sky. Chair Force cats with the eagle eye. Strapped to a spectre, swinging the scene. Call it hot now, lean in me. Grunts on the ground, boots in the grind. Shoot bop, right on time. Help inbound, danger close, cleared hot, bop, bop. Good hits, daddy, target shot. They're lounging cool where the AC hums. We're crawling through blood where the big guns drum. They sip their coke in a comfy chair. We're sweating like sin in the smoking air. Chair Force swinging in a cushy scene while we're grinding through hell just to keep it clean. Hydras humming like a big bass line 810 in the dark like a 45 shine.
Oh yeah, this isn't gonna work. I don't like that. It does not flow very well at all. Let's start from the beginning. We're gonna need to make some adjustments to a lot of this, I think.
Angel of death on standby, little girl. Fired up, Birdman, let's swing. Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flybush rolls in, looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. We're knee deep in mud while he's feeling alright. But when
Okay, that's okay for now. I can live with that.
hell kicks hard and the call goes wide, Ghost Rider rolls with the wings of pride. We joke and we jab, call him Chair Force neat. But when steel rain drops, man, they bring the heat. Hey, now look who's tearing the sky. Chair Force cats with the eagle eye. Strapped to a spectre, swinging the scene. Call it hot now, lean in me. Grunts on the ground.
Is this the version I even want to look at? I don't think it is. I think it's this one.
Angel of death.
Hang on, let me double check something here. I think the one I released on YouTube is the one I liked, and I don't think I labeled these properly.
Angel of death on standby.
Oh wow, this isn't even close.
Little girl. Fired up.
Okay, where is that? What is this?
Angel of death.
No.
Angel of death on Angel of death. Angel of death on standby.
Boy, I should have labeled these better.
Angel of death on standby, little.
Huh. So this should sound like this.
Birdman, let's swing. Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flybush rolls in, looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. We're knee deep in mud while he's feeling alright. But when hell kicks hard and the call goes wide, Ghost Rider rolls with the wings of pride. We joke and we jab, call him Chair Force neat. But when steel rain drops, man, they bring the heat. Hey now, look who's tearing.
Yeah, that's why, because it's not even the right fucking song. This is where it is. I changed the name of it. Okay. Chair Force Cats is what I called it.
Angel of death on standby, little girl. Fired up, Birdman, let's swing. Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flybush rolls in, looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. We're knee
Okay, so far so good. I think I like all of that. Maybe I can adjust the beginning, but not enough to start an entire generation.
Look who's tearing the sky. Chair force cats with the eagle eye. Strapped to a specter, swinging the scene. Call it hot now, leaning mean. Grunts on the ground, boots in the ground. Shoot up, right on time. Help inbound, danger close, cleared hot. Bop, bop, bop. Good hits, daddy target shot.
All right, so far so good. I'm digging this.
They're lounging cool where the AC hums. We're crawling through blood where the big guns drum. They sip their coke in a comfy chair. We're sweating like sin in the smoking air. Chair force swinging in a cushy scene while we're grinding through hell just to keep it clean. Hydras humming like a big bass line. The ATM burp in the dark like a 45 shine. Danger close, man, they ain't scared.
All right, that second verse is all funky. I'm gonna need to check that. We're crawling through blood where the big guns drum. I don't need that extra. Let's see, instead of the AC hums, we're crawling through blood. Do we need to say blood? So we're crawling through blood where the big guns drum. I don't like that. I could take a couple lines of words. We're crawling through blood. We're crawling through blood. Where the big guns drum. That's not. What? Oh, pushed the wrong button. Fucking it all up here. What are you doing? There we go. Okay. Where the big guns drum. What about we're crawling through mud with our big guns. They're lounging cool where the AC hums. We're crawling through mud with our big guns. It's better flow. We'll see how it works. They sip their coke in the comfy chair. We're sweating like sin in the smoking air. Chair four swinging in a cushy scene while we're grinding through hell just to keep it clean. Still flowing. Hydra's humming like a big bass line. The A10 brr in the dark like a 45 shine. Yep. The A10 45 shine. That doesn't work with the line. Let's see. A10 brr. What can I use instead of that? I did not like that. I need to find a word that rhymes with line that I can fit here that would work better than a 45 shine. Because that's just too many syllables. What about death warning sign? A10 Bert. Death warning sign. The A10 Bert death warning sign. Danger close, man, they ain't scared. Flip one switch, the whole joint's aired. That flows. We mock, we joke, but we know the score. When they rain that fire, daddy, hear it roar. I don't like roar. I use roar too much. Let's try something else. I could say, ooh, what about that? What about? Hear it roar? No, I want to use something like these Guns of Thor, Hit the Floor, God of War, She's a Whore. Let's have some more. Marine Corps. No, there was one that I was thinking of. I just had it on my mind. Pain for sure. No. What was I thinking? Because this is specifically about the A10. Nope. The A10 Burnt Dust, want to sign, danger close, man, they ain't scared. Flip up, it's we mock, we joke, but you know the score. When they rain that fire, daddy, give me more. How about that? Give me more. How about that? I think that might work. I think that worked. Give me more. They rain that fire, daddy, give me more. Yeah, let's try that. I think... you know what? I'm going to try an entirely different generation on a new version, and let's see how different it makes it. Let's see what the final album cut's going to be. Very different than the one that I put on YouTube, but that's why we do this. Here we go.
Angel of death on standby, little girl. Fire it up, Birdman. Let's swing.
Ooh, okay. I can dig this. Ooh, the freaking snaps. All right.
Head on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls and looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. We're knee deep in mud while he's feeling all right. But when hell kicks hard and the call goes wide, Ghost Rider rolls with the wings of pride. We joke and we jab, call him Sheriff Force neat. But when steel rain drops, man, they bring the heat. Hey now, look who's tearing the sky. Jet Force cats with the eagle eye. Strapped to
Yeah, I'm not.
Angel of death on standby.
In that first one, I wasn't really digging the groove.
Little girl, fired up, Birdman. Let's swing. Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls in, looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. When knee deep in mud while he's feeling all right. But when hell kicks hard and the call goes wide, Ghost Rider rolls with the wings of pride. We joke and we jab, call him Sheriff Force neat. But when steel rain drops, man, they bring the heat. Hey, now look who's tearing the sky. Sheriff Force cats with the eagle eye.
That's a little better, but I think I need to add a little riff right in between in that middle. I need a break. 'Cause that's 8 lines in that verse. I wanna break it up. That's 2, 4. Yeah, these. I'm gonna add a little riff, so it might break the song up a little bit. A little riff in there. Yeah, the snaps. I think the snaps worked real well. Let me see if I can't. Let's see what this does.
Angel of death on standby, little girl. Fired up, Birdman. Let's swing.
I don't think that little girl needs to be in there. Just Angel of Death on standby, fired up, Birdman, let's swing. I think that little girl is too much.
Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls and looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight.
That's too fast, too aggressive. Let's try this one. Let's see what this one does.
Angel of death on standby, little girl. Fired up, Birdman. Let's swing. Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls and looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. We're knee deep in mud while he's feeling alright. But when hell kicks hard.
I'm still a little too fast. Maybe I need to slow down. Let's call it 100 beats per minute. Let's slow that down here.
Angel of death on standby. Fire.
Ooh, little piano jig right there. I like that.
Fired up, Birdman, let's swing. Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls in, looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. We're knee deep in mud while he's feeling alright. But when hell kicks hard and the call goes wide, Ghost Rider rolls with the wings of pride. We joke and we jab, call him Sheriff Force neat. But when steel rain drops, man, they bring the heat. Hey, now look.
That was a little better. I did like the swing and that heavy bass. That's kind of what I was looking for in my head. I don't think it's quite there yet. Alright, take it easy, Shuri. Thanks for dropping by, y'all. I'll try to keep doing this more if you guys are really digging it.
Angel of death on standby. Fired up, Birdman. Let's swing! Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls and looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. And we're knee deep in mud while he's feeling alright. But when hell rejab, calling chair force need. But when steel raindrops, man, they bring the heat. Hey, now look who's tearing the sky. Chair force cats with the eagle eye, strapped to a specter, swinging the scene. Call it hot now, leaning. Ain't
It wasn't bad, but I think it was still a little too fast. Need to slow down the tempo.
angel of death on standby. Fire it up, Birdman. Let's swing. Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls in looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. We're knee deep in mud while he's feeling.
It's too fast. I want it a little slower, a little more rhythm. I've got it in my head what I want, and I might just go back to the original one and just use that same flow and just add a little extra spice to it. We'll try one more generation like this and go back to the original.
Angel of death on standby. Fired up, Birdman. Let's swing.
It's got a very summertime blues feel. Ooh, love that piano.
Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls in looking clean and bright.
Nope. Fucking fucked up that flow hard.
Angel of death on standby. Fired up, Birdland. Let's swing. Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls in looking clean and bright.
Alright, no, I think I was better off with my... Where was that original one?
Angel of death on standby, little girl.
Or was it this one?
Angel of death on standby, little. Angel of death on standby, little girl.
Yeah, that was the original. So I'm just gonna do that same tune and just tweak the things that I want. It's already gonna be mostly there. I'm gonna add some snaps. Let's add some snaps and claps. Let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, I do like the little snaps and claps because it was a pretty good little groove. So it should keep the original beat and just add some flavor.
Angel of death on standby. Fired up, Birdman, let's swing.
Oh yeah, I'm digging that.
Jarhead on the left, soldier on the right. Flyboy strolls in looking clean and bright. Shiny boots, press shirt, hair real tight. We're knee deep in mud while it's feeling alright. But when hell kicks hard and the call goes wide, Ghost Rider rolls with the wings of pride. We joke and we jab, call them share force neat. But when steel rain drops, man, they bring the heat.
Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Ooh, that little swagger.
Hey now, look who's tearing the sky. Chair force cats with the eagle eye, strapped to a specter, swinging the scene. Call it hot now, leaning mean.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That gave me chills.
Grunts on the ground, boots in the grime. Shoobop, right on time. Helping bound, danger close, cleared hot. Bop, good hits. Daddy target shot.
Oh, fuck yeah. I hope the rest is just this good, man. This is awesome.
They're lounging cool where the AC hums. We're crawling through mud with our big guns. They sip.
Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. I could fix the little parts, though. So if the rest is good, I could just go back there and fix that part.
Their coke in a comfy chair. We're sweating like sin in the smoking air. Chair force swinging in a cushy scene while we're grinding through hell just to keep it clean. Hydras humming like a big bass line. The A10, death warning sign. whole joint's aired. We mock, we joke, but we know the score. When they rain that fire, daddy, give me more. Hey now, look who's tearing the sky. Chair force cats with the eagle eye. Strapped to a specter, swinging the scene.
Call it hot now, lean and mean.
Grunts on the ground, boots in the grime. Shoot bop, right on time. Helping bound, danger close, cleared hot. Bop, 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 good hits, daddy target shot. Ground Team Alpha, this is Spectre 1. Be cool now. Danger close. Confirm position over. Spectre 1, Alpha here. Grid 2578581. Lay it down, daddy. Copy that. Hot as a pistol. Guns, guns, guns!
Angel of death on target. Mission complete.
So here's to them fly boys cool in their seats. We bust their chops, but they bring the heat. When the fight gets wild and the night turns mean, we call on the chair force swinging machine. Shoo bop bop bop, shoo bop bop bop. Hey now, look who's tearing the sky. Chair force cats with the eagle eye. Strapped to a specter, swinging the scene.
Call it hot now, lean and mean.
Grunts on the ground, boots in the grime. Shoo bop, right on time. Helping bound, danger close, cleared hot. Bop, 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 good hits, daddy target shot.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. That ending too, just straight and cut like that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, there's a couple areas in that second one where I changed the verses that didn't quite flow, but this is good. I like this, so I'm just going to keep this, and I'm going to edit those two specific areas, because the rest of it was just too fucking good to fuck with, man. That was just like, call it hot now, lean and mean. Like, oh man, that snaps at the beginning, the flow, all of that, right where I want it to be in my head. That's exactly what I was hoping I could get out of it. When I added those snaps, oh man, that was just great. But when I changed the lyrics, it didn't flow. With our big guns, it didn't flow real well. And where am I at here? Where was I? Hurry up and open the fucking editor. Come on, man. You're taking forever. I'm live here. Let's see. Edit that session. So I think we're almost there. And this will probably be the last one I'm messing with here, because I got to go take care of business. But I think we can fix this last little bit. As soon as we fix those two spots, I think it's perfect. If my freaking editor will open. Okay, there's the radio call bridge. The audio became very robotic. Okay, maybe I'll look at that again. See if maybe we can't change that a bit. Oh, we might have to call it now if the freaking thing stalls on me. We'll pick up tomorrow, maybe. It's stalling on me. My old ass freaking old ass equipment. I need an upgrade. I need it bad. This is 8-year-old computers and shit. Still working on. Where am I back here? Okay. Should be the newest. Why is there... Oh, fuck, I lost it. There. Nope. What? What? Oh, here it is.
Angel of death.
Alright, let's see if I can. One more time to try to open this. If not, then I'll just call it a day. Well, I'll take a look at it. My biggest focus right now are those two lines. There's just two lines that really just fucking bleh. Like with the rest of it being as good as it is, a mediocre line for a song that's already fucking flowing great. It's a mood killer. I want to kill a mood midway. But I'll check that too. I'm gonna fix those first because I know those ones just kill the mood. Stop fucking falling, you ass clown. Sorry, my phone keeps falling. I wasn't speaking to anyone particular. Yeah, that's definitely the cut I'm going. Not. This is definitely the foundation I'm using because I loved it. Just need to tweak a couple small things, and this is just taking too long, and I got stuff to do. So I'm gonna call it today, and we'll start. If I do this tomorrow, this is where we'll pick up. If not, then I'll do it behind the scenes, and you guys will just love it, and anyways like that. But this is just an insight into what I do, and things like that. So, yeah, you guys it's good talking with you, Sergeant Dan. Spread the word. I'm all new to this stuff, so I think I was suggested to clip this and put these on clips. Maybe people will dig it if I put it on clips. I'm more concerned with, I don't know, I'm worried that it's just a small group of people that want this, and the rest just don't give a shit and they want to hear my songs. So, love you too, Sergeant Dan. Go out, kick some ass, brother. So, we'll see how this goes. Maybe see you guys tomorrow. You guys take her easy.